Let's blow out those quads. It's leg day. Let me show you what I did. All right, guys, in my 20 plus years of bodybuilding and competing on stage, I know there's one muscle group you can never have too big, and that's your legs. More times than not, you'll see a lot of guys with freaky upper bodies, but rarely do you see a guy with just freaky, genetically gifted legs. So if you want big legs, you gotta kill them. And if you've been stuck doing that generic leg press, leg curl, leg extension, calf raise workout, try this one today, and I'm gonna show you how to really blow those things out.
All right, we're gonna start this day off with some adductor. I really like starting off the leg days with training adductors for two reasons. One, because it kind of warms your hips up for what's coming up next with squatting and leg pressing and stuff like that. And two, you gotta fill in those inner thighs if you don't wanna have any gaps when you're posing your legs or just having legs in general. You really wanna fill everything out, and this is often neglected with a lot of guys. So I always start out with the thing that gets neglected most, so that way I won't put, low effort energy into it at the end of the workout. So I hit a couple warm-up sets, and then I'm into my top set. On the top set here, I've just picked a weight that's really hard for 10 reps, and I'm squeezing at the top and really letting it come out and stretch me out at the bottom. Really just trying to keep tension on those adductors. Then on the back off set, I'm just cutting that weight down by about 30% and going super strict form and matching those reps of 10 that I did on the top set. Next, we're going to continue that theme of working neglected muscle groups first in the workout instead of saving them for the end when you've got no juice. So we're going to move into hamstrings. We're going to really pound the hamstrings here. So I'm going to take as many warm-up sets as I need. Today I think I took about 3 to really get blood in the hamstrings and get that form down, get the hamstrings nice and warm before I move into my top set and back off set, which is where the real damage is done. All right, so on my top set here, I just picked a weight that I knew was going to be failure or close to failure for 10 reps. I hit that for 10, then I stayed with that weight and hit 20 partials, followed by a 10-second iso hold. I really went one all-out set to failure. Then on that back off set, we're keeping the same theme as all the other back off sets by cutting the weight down by about 30% and just going super strict form here, getting a good stretch at the bottom, pausing for a second, come up and squeeze that contraction for a second at the top as well. Matching those same reps for 10 as I did on the top set. Now I want to the meat and potatoes of the workout, the hack squat. So same thing as hamstrings here. I did 2 to 3 warm-up sets. Sometimes it takes me 4 or 5 warm-up sets, but today it took me about 2 or 3, just trying to get my form down, get that squatting pattern down, get my knees warmed up, and just gonna add a little bit more weight every warm-up set till I reach my top set. And my warm-up sets, I'm not trying to do 15, 20, 12 reps, nothing really high here. I'm just trying to get the form down and move on to the next warm-up set. So this is my second warm-up set here. I added another plate. And again, just keeping the reps relatively low. Again, just trying to get my mind right for these 5 plates I'm about to put on each side for my top set. All right, so my top set this week was 5 plates per side, and I knew I was trying to get at least 8 reps. So I got 8 today, and next week that means I need to do this same weight for 9 or 10 reps, or add 1 more plate and try to do 6. But I'll probably go for just trying to do a few more reps with this weight. Continuing that theme for the back off sets of just doing strict form for matching reps of the top set. The only difference here is on my back off set, I drop my feet a little lower and I try to stay on my toes to really get my quads into a stretch before I come up and drive that weight up. I find that staying on your toes just puts a lot of emphasis on your quads and takes everything else off your glutes, your hamstrings. Moving on, we're going to band up our leg press today and really get a different kind of tension on these top sets. Adding that band and provides increased resistance as you drop that weight up and get stronger in the range of motion. So on this, I just bypassed the warm-up sets because I was already good and warm. I went right into 5 plates per side and hit 8 reps, just really trying to be slow and intent with my reps here. After 2 top sets with that band, I went right into my back off set here. I took the band off and I really went for a banger set here and just tried to do 20 reps of keeping my legs moving like pistons here. So I'm still controlling that weight. Nothing's, spastic or out of control, but I'm just really pumping reps out and trying to force blood into those quads. So today I decided to finish off my quads with a cluster set on leg extension. So what a cluster set is you're gonna pick a weight that's hard for about 12 to 15 reps. You're gonna do 12 to 15. You're gonna rest only about 15 seconds, and then you're gonna hop back in the machine and do another 10 to 12. Hop back out for another 20-second break. Jump back in, do another set of maybe 8 to 10. Rest 15 seconds. Hop back in, and we're doing our last set of like 6 to 8. So every set, you're not going to get as many reps because your rest breaks are so short, but you're pumping a lot of blood into that muscle, really getting a good pump and expanding that fascia in there. And as usual on my leg days, I like to end with a good stretching exercise, whether it be RDLs or good mornings as you see here. And I think I wrote down machine RDLs, but you can also consider this a good morning. We're really trying to just shift our hips back, force those hamstrings into a stretch, and let those quads, get some of that blood out of there, shift some of that blood into those hamstrings. This is also going to be our primary glute exercise today, since we didn't really target them with the, hack squats or leg press. I just kept it simple with 3 sets of 8 there. Lastly, we got to hit some calves to finish off leg day. So all I did here was found a good weight that was hard for 12 reps, and I just did 5 sets with it, but I only took 20-second breaks between each set. So I've been doing these for a while, and I can do the same weight for all 5 sets, but starting out with those short rest breaks, you may have to drop the weight a little bit between each set. Again, just trying to pump some blood in those calves, give them a little love, and then we're done with the day.
And done, guys. If you did that right, you should be damn near limping out of your gym. There's nothing really crazy about this workout, just high intensity and keeping your focus up. Now, honestly, I'll come back a second time during the week and I'll split my focus On the second leg down, doing hamstrings and glutes. I think legs, it's half your body, so you really need to be dedicating at least 2 workouts a week to them. All right, guys, I hope you're liking the content, and there's more coming. I'm trying to put out some good stuff for you guys with workouts, form checks, nutrition. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as usual, stay swole, everybody.